Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the June 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Leo. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. But that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. In column number 2, we're going to take a look just general what's going to happen for June. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But let's see here in terms of summary card for what's wrapping up and coming to a close, the last few weeks or month. We have the card dependability. Leo, I think your dependability has really shown through these last few weeks or month. But it feels like a lot of people have been counting on you, have been depending on you. Let's see what messages we have, though. The first card we have is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is typically a romantic type of card, very much so a love card. This is romantic love, partnership, proposal, marriage. So some of you could have entered into a new relationship. You could have gotten engaged, you could have gotten married, or there could have been some sort of new step in an existing relationship. But again, a very love-focused card there. The next card that we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of respect. Oftentimes respect in a relationship too. Not surprised to see that with that love card, the Two of Cups being a very strong love card. So that would be a very respectful relationship. With the Emperor too, this is also strategic planning. This is like long-term thinking. Makes total sense, especially if you got engaged or got married. That's very long-term. But this is in general future-focused type energy. We have the Lover's card, another love card for you here. So it seems like there is some major love movement. The Lover's card is a card of partnership, deep love. It's about having a choice, and it's strength in numbers. Strength together, I mean. So strength in the relationship there. So very much so a loving few weeks. I would say that there's dependability, of course, in this relationship too, because it's coming through so strong. But let's see what other messages we've got going on. The first card we have is the is the Hangman. The Hangman is a card of kind of stagnant energy. Things are not really moving. This person was like quite literally hanging there by their foot, waiting for the next piece of information so they can proceed forward. I feel like you could have been waiting for this relationship, this engagement, this marriage, but this just feels that waiting has been involved. The next card we have is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. In terms of thinking of long-term, a lot of people ask me, like, am I doing the right money moves or career moves long-term? This is a really good financial indicator. Financially, you're setting yourself up for success long-term. There's some financial stability coming through there. So long-term related to money is looking really good, in addition to the love energy that we're seeing coming through in this column. Then at the bottom here, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. Or in some cases, it's isolation. Some of you, like I said, could have been going from single to in a relationship. But there seems to be some things that you had to work through so you could get to the point where you could enter into this relationship or take the next step in the relationship. Lots and lots of love energy there. But now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general June, what's coming for the month of June. We have the card Connection. I really like the card Connection. This is about staying connected to yourself, connected to your inner vision, your inner goals. This is about being connected to your family, friends, loved ones, about being connected to the earth. Think about being very mindful and being in the present moment, being connected in that sense. Well, let's see what messages we've got here. The first card we have for this reading or this column is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card of worry. It can sometimes be a card of financial stress or both together where you're worrying about finances. But worry seems to be the message that's sticking through here. I'm not sure what you're worried about exactly, Leo, but this spread looks really, really good. We'll clarify this card, of course, but I'm feeling some worry, but things are going to shift really positively for you. So there's worry here, but then there's celebration, and then there's financial benefit. We've had the Nine of Pentacles come up twice, so really looking good on the finance side. But the second card in this column is the Three of Cups. This is a card of friendship, circle of support, and again, celebration. So whatever you're worried about, you have a great circle of support that's there for you, great connections with those family and friends. And again, this is a very celebratory card, so you're going to be celebrating rather than worrying. So do try and keep your worrying at bay if you can. Then at the bottom we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles again is that card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. So along with this success comes money. So just keep that in mind. Again, along with whatever this success and celebration is, it's bringing money with it as well. Let's clarify though and see what else we've got going on here. We first have the Two of Cups now. So Two of Cups and our Three of Cups in this row. The Two of Cups again is that very romantic type card, partnership, proposal, marriage, continuing on that love feeling. So again, some of you could be entering into a new relationship, getting engaged, getting married. But this is again support. So whatever you're worried about, this is utilizing those around you available for support. Some of you, again, waiting and have been worrying about this next step in the relationship that's coming. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a really great card. It's a card of resourcefulness. So when we talk about money, you're being resourceful with the resources you have. So we love that. This also could be a card of fertility. So some of you could be celebrating growing your family. Great fertility card there for you. Then at the bottom we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a very hard-working card. It's very studious, it's very patient, it's very persistent. So this money that you're achieving and the success that you're achieving is something that you've been focused on and working towards. This is also a card of new love, which again, that's come through a few times for you as well. Lots of love energy and lots of money energy coming through in this reading for you right off the bat. But now let's take a look at our next column, which is focused specifically on money. So think about job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, really anything associated with money. So we have all major arcana cards here. For those of you that have listened to my readings before, you know I love when that happens because this typically means like big, bold, clear messages. But let's read this top to bottom here. The first card that we have is the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation, abundance, love. When we're talking about money and we say there's an abundance of money, but this is also the ability to create whatever financial situation you want, create whatever career you want, create whatever investments you want. All around wonderful money card there. The next card we have is the Magician card. The Magician card is also a very creation type card. This is focused energy. It's turning your visions into reality. On this card we have a wand, a cup, a pentacle, a sword, and again that abundance sign, that infinity sign. So this is saying like whatever you want financially, whatever you want career wise, it will happen for you. So you have two very abundant and cards that enable you to create back to back there. Then at the bottom we have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. And this is really coming through as checking in with yourself, Leo, making sure that you're doing things that feel good for you. So create and focus yourself on a situation that feels good. Let's see what clarifying messages we have here. The first card we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card about going through a necessary transition. I know it looks a little gloomy, but I actually really like the Six of Swords. So the people are facing away from us, their heads are hanging low, and their swords stuck into the boat. But again, the boat is taking them forward in this really positive direction. So again, it's that necessary transition, that thing that needed to happen. And I feel like you need to focus on what you want. You need to start getting in this position where you're creating for yourself. That's the message that I'm getting here. This also could be relocation or moving with the Six of Swords. So you could be finding yourself moving for a job or more money or a cheaper place to live. I live in Colorado and it's wild expensive here. But there could be some movement related to money, like physically moving related to money as well. The next card that we have is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of friendship. The Three of Pentacles is a card of friendship, teamwork, collaboration. This is also like a skilled card, a craftsmanship card, which is really good to have in our money and work column. So it's indicating that you're very skilled in what you're doing. But with that being said, that also is saying that you have the ability to create whatever you want. You have this skill set. You have everything you need. Literally, you already have it. You're very, very capable in that sense. And paired on top of the Magician, that's turning visions into reality. You don't even have to wish for this. This is saying you quite literally have the ability to do this. It's not even a wish or a hope at this point. So that's really, really neat to see, Leo. Then at the bottom we have the Eight of Cups. This is another transition type card. With the Eight of Cups, this is withdrawing, retreating, moving on to something better. So if you look at this card, these Eight of Cups are stacked really nicely. They look pretty. They're all standing up, but yet the person in the background is still walking away from the cups. So again, that's part of that necessary transition. So that could be moving, quite literally, that we talked about with the Six of Swords. There's some sort of transition that's going on here for you. So keep that in mind. Now taking a look at our next column, we're going to talk about anything related to love. So think family, friends, relationships, children. And let's see what we got here. The first card in this column, we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an ace card, aces are cards of newness. In this case, this is a new idea, some sort of new mental clarity. You could be coming out of a relationship and it was really eye-opening to what you want in future relationships. So like gaining that clarity of what you want in your partner. This also could just be a new relationship in general. Again, typically it's new idea, new mental clarity, but this could be an indicator of a new relationship. Then the next card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Again, we were talking about that ace being new. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is typically new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. When I see it in the column where we're talking about love, this comes in as money surrounding you. So oftentimes this is your significant other getting a new job. This could be your roommate getting more money. This could be your best friend getting a new job. This could be your parents getting new jobs or making more money. So oftentimes that sort of new energy, again, is new energy in your circle. Then at the bottom here, we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is another really wonderful card, similar to the Empress and the Magician, saying you can create whatever you want. You have the Nine of Cups, which is saying wishes coming true, material abundance, good health. If you or somebody in your family or friend group have been sick lately, this is a good card of them kind of getting better, feeling better. But this is again saying whatever you want in love, you can have. Whatever you want for money, you can have. Whatever you want for love, you can have. What a position to be in, Leo. Let's clarify these through and see what other messages I can give you. The first clarifying card we have is the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation, abundance. We have side-by-side Empresses here. So if you want a new relationship, this is saying you can have a new relationship. If you want a family, you can have a family. In addition to creation and abundance, the Empress card is specifically a card that's associated with pregnancy and fertility. So if you're hoping to grow your family, this is a great card. This is also like a reminder or validation of good parenting. So if you're an existing parent, this is validation of how good of a parent you're being as well. The next card we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a card of not very good relationships. This is a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. And again, this is associating with this person that you know, this person in your group that's getting more money, but it seems like they just came off of a bad situation. It's like if they're switching jobs, it's because there was some sort of betrayal or some sort of dishonesty. Or maybe they're getting like a settlement of some sort, and again, it's because there was theft or betrayal or dishonesty. So something that has kind of driven this money into your circle that way. Then at the bottom here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you that have listened to my readings before, you know the Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's a card of good fortune, turning point, good luck. I feel like you're really at the point where whatever you want, you can have. So keep that in mind. Again, you're at this point where whatever you wish for, it's your wishes coming true. And this is saying, yeah, here's the turning point. So whatever you're wishing for, you're going to be having. So really looking good on both the money and love side there. Now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guide. We have the card Brilliance. I love when this comes up. This is a reminder of just how brilliant you are, Leo. I don't see this card very often, so it's really special when I do see it. So just remember exactly how brilliant you are. But let's see what messages we have here. Again, this is a message from your future self or spirit guide, something to carry into the month of June for you. Just kind of a note to have. Let's see what we got here. The first card that we have is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic. This is you, Leo, but this is also a reminder that this needs to be you. So make sure you go into the month of June being supportive, being in that kind of leadership role where you're guiding people. Be tolerant and be empathetic. The next card we have is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of family, friend, reunion. We've had a lot of family, friend, support type energy in this reading, especially love relationship. This is also a card of celebrations though, so I could see there being something really celebratory worthy, but definitely make sure you're being tolerant, empathetic, supportive to those family and friends. At the bottom here we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of low feelings. This is like loss, regret, grief. This person's wearing all black and they're faced away from us. We're going to clarify this, but there does seem to be something that you're feeling down about. And rather than you being supported, I feel you doing the supporting. But let's see here if I can give you any more information on that. The first card that we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is speed, action, quick change. It's things happening very quickly. So in general, I would say that the month of June is going to go by very quickly for you. But you could be getting news or like bits of information, and it's about how you're going to be responding to that bits of information that's important. So again, keep top of mind, being supportive, being tolerant, being empathetic as you hear these bits of information. The next card that we have is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, again, anytime you have an ace card, is a card of newness. But with the Ace of Wands, this is like new project or new inspiration or new urge. And I do feel like this urge to be supportive and be tolerant may be a new feeling for you, for your family and friends. Something is going to prompt this and you're just going to know to take action. So there's this new urge to express those traits that maybe you didn't have before. Then at the bottom we have the Emperor card. The Emperor card is again that leadership card, so kind of leading through. But this is also a card of strategic planning. I think for some of you, this is an odd message, but I'm going to share it because that's how it's coming through. For some of you, you're worried that this kind of like caring or support that you're giving can derail you from what you're trying to accomplish. But it's not coming through that way. With the Emperor, it is saying that you'll still be able to accomplish whatever you want. This is very strategic. This is long-term successful. So now at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause this video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the 8 of Hearts. This is number 36 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 2 of Diamonds. This is the number 18 card. That's a yes. And for question number 3, we have the 10 of Hearts. This is the number 7 card. That's a yes also. So yes, yes, yes for you, Leo. We are going to pull a crystal from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of June. Keep it in your pocket, put it on your nightstand. Just keep it with you. Your crystal this month is Smoky Quartz, which is good for nerve strength, resilience. It's really anti-stress as well. And last but not least, we're going to do a card from our Healing Notes deck, which is a message to a healing note for you. Your note says, I am stronger than this challenge, and this challenge is making me even stronger. Thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonated with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. If you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. Thank you again, Leo, and have a wonderful June.